Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school softball. Tonight's game is presented by the Kime Company, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Wood Electric, Stocker Concrete, Grandview Exterior Systems, the Cush Financial Group, and PAC Drilling. Now, let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
High school softball from Bowerston, as Big Z Sports has your coverage of the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets and the Strasburg Lady Tigers, live from Conotton Valley High School. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joe Geckler, along with Bill Hammerstrom. And we thank our presenting sponsors, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing. Bill, we have a really good matchup here today against two Division VII East District powerhouses, the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets and the Strasburg Lady Tigers. When these two teams get together, Bill, they are usually in for a dynamic game and atmosphere here tonight.
Always excited to see the 10-time state champion Strasburg Tigers. Great to be part of that team, and now I get a chance to be part of Conotton Valley, part of the legend of Madison Kelly.
Yep.
Just been following her for years, the incredible statistics that she's put up over the past couple of seasons. I'm sure we'll get into that as this game approaches and we continue with the pregame show. But beautiful day, sunny skies, little wind blowing out into left field, but otherwise it's a perfect day for softball.
You talked about the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets and one Maddie Kelly, the lore of Maddie here in Bowerston for the Lady Rockets. This year she's 6-3 with a 1.45 ERA, struck out 103 on the season, but has had a tremendous career here for Conotton Valley, and she's hoping to top it off with a trip to Akron in the Division VII state tournament, and I know she's going to do all she can to get the Lady Rockets there.
Absolutely, and a .532 batting average over the last two seasons, like 300 strikeouts between last season and this season. She's incredible on paper, so I'm happy to see her in person. And on the other side, Strasburg Tigers undefeated in the IVC North. They're looking to wrap that up here at Conotton Valley, their biggest challenger. Beat them 4-1 earlier this season. I don't know if that's enough yet to atone for losing to the Rockets in the tournament last year. I'm sure Strasburg would like to enact some more revenge here today and wrap up that IVC North and put Conotton Valley out of the running.
They do. They have revenge still on their mind, do the Strasburg Lady Tigers, and they've got the offense to do it here today. Of course, missing one key component from an injury, as senior captain Ella Gilkerson is out for the year with a season-ending injury. We wish her well, and hopefully may get to chat with her on the air here tonight. She's supposed to be here at the game in attendance, so we'll see if we can catch up with Ella when she shows up. But if you look at the offense, they still have two very, very good bats in that lineup. Make it 3 or 4 really good bats, but the two that you think of anymore is number 16, Liv Spidell, and number 14, Miley Reifenschneider. They have combined for 9 home runs on the season and 43 RBIs between the two of them. So Miley and Liv will be a formidable opponent for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets tonight. And of course, they are battery mates as well, as Miley Reifenschneider in the circle with Liv Spidell behind the plate catching for her fellow captain and senior for the Strasburg Lady Tigers.
And you were mentioning how they miss Ella Gilkerson as the heart of this team, the leader of this team, but also her bat, .412 average over 4 seasons, and she was also the catcher. But right away, Olivia Spidell, who caught in the state championship game, stepped in, said, I'll go back to catcher. So there's a little bit of shifting in the infield here for the Tigers. That's something to look out for as far as errors. So far, they were clean. No errors in their game yesterday. That was a big victory. And we'll see how Conotton Valley tries to take advantage of some of the shifts in the lineup and in the infield for the Tigers.
Absolutely, and we'll get into the defensive alignment for both teams and the starting lineups. That's coming up here in just a little bit in our Stocker Concrete starting lineups. But we're going to take a break, and I'll be joined in the dugout by Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell. That's after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here with Claxon Communications.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
At Hartsville's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartsville's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coach, the Lady Tigers are coming off a pretty dominant win last night over East Canton. How do you feel the ladies responded after having the weekend off from competition?
Yeah, they were really focused in yesterday, which I'm proud of. Sometimes when you're playing a team that maybe is not quite as good as some of the other ones, and they kind of tend to play down and lose focus, but we were really focused last night and did what we needed to do.
Coach, your ladies were dealt a pretty big loss a few games ago when senior captain Ella Gilkerson went down with a season-ending injury. Talk about Ella and what she's meant to you in this program the last 4 years.
Between Em and then Ella, I've had them, for 6 years, and they're just a joy to be around. And Ella, it's hard to replace an All-Ohio catcher, losing her midseason. She was the number 3 hitter in our lineup, and she did a lot. It was a lot of leadership. So we're definitely going to miss her, but the girls are rallying around, and, we had a talk about that the expectations don't change. We still expect to make it to state. We still expect to win the IVC, and so people have to step up and take advantage.
Coach, you just mentioned that the Lady Tigers have a renewed sense of motivation with the injury to Ella. Talk about how the team, coaches, and everyone has rallied around to play for number 9.
Yeah, they really have. A lot of girls have stopped up at the house at different times and brought gifts and just spent some time with her. We've tried to include her in everything that we can right now. Hopefully she's going to even make an appearance tonight, which we're very excited about, to see her get out and about. So it's just, rallying around her, and that's kind of the key right now, is to play for 9.
The Conotton Valley Lady Rockets stand in your way today. What are you hoping to see from your ball club tonight?
Yeah, just continued focus, continued playing our ball. Conotton Valley, we're very familiar with them. They've been our rival here for the last 4 or 5 years, and so we know what to expect from them, know it's going to be a good 7-inning game, and we just got to focus in and worry about ourselves and what we do.
Finally, Coach, as always, besides scoring more runs, if this happens, the Strasburg Lady Tigers will be victorious tonight.
If we strike out less than 8 times, we will be victorious.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck, and great to see you.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
That was Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell joining me in the dugout, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coming up next, I'll be joined in the dugout by Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Ady, right here with Big Z Sports.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait, start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetasucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
The T-County Boxing Academy is excited to announce the return of their youth boxing for 2026. Registration is now open for interested boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Classes will run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. T-County Boxing gives you the option of paying for the classes monthly or per visit, whichever works best for you. To learn more about youth training and all that the T-County Boxing Academy offers, find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Ady, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coach, the Lady Rockets are coming off a 6-0 win over Trinity Christian yesterday. Looking back, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I think our girls are performing well each and every night. You know, we have two new guys here, learning each other, learning the kids. But you know, the kids are playing really hard. They're excited to be here, and that's the most important thing for the kids. You know, so we're performing well. We had a great 6-0 win last night. I thought the girls played really well.
Coach, your ball club is sitting at 10-7 on the season. What are you hoping to see from the ladies as you head down the stretch of the regular season and into the tournament?
I think, as any coach's goals is, get better each and every night. And I think tonight's a great test to see where we are for the tournament. And I know the girls have big hopes and goals. And tonight's going to be a playoff tournament atmosphere, and that's what we want to treat tonight.
The Lady Strasburg Tigers make the trip here to Bowerston today. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here today?
Coach Sarbon and I spent a lot of time watching the video and film of them last time. It was a great game, a couple errors in the fifth that really cost us. And we know them well, and our girls know them well because we know that, we're two of the premier teams right now in the Eastern District. So, I think tonight we're going to expect hard, competitive game. The team that makes the least amount of errors and who can score first and keep the rally going is going to win tonight.
Finally, Coach, the three keys for the Lady Rockets to knock off the Lady Tigers: defend your home turf and gain some momentum heading into the tournament.
I know we have goals each and every night, and our first goals, we always want to be the first one to score, want to extend the lead as much as we can, limit your errors, move runners, all those things. I think tonight will be successful for us to win.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck and have fun.
Hey, thank you.
That was Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Ady, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Joining me in the dugout, coming up next, Stocker Concrete starting lineups and first pitch of the Tigers and Rockets right here with Big Z Sports.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Are you ready to take the next step toward your future? Join us for the next Buckeye Career Center Open House Thursday, March 19th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. This is a combined high school and adult education event. Explore hands-on career tech labs and 10 full-time adult programs. Meet our staff and enjoy self-guided tours, plus a complimentary meal. High school students who apply for next school year receive a small gift, and adults will have their $50 application fee waived. Again, that's the next Buckeye Career Center Open House, March 19th.
Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge design meets timeless craftsmanship. For 20 years, we've been creating award-winning signs that grab attention and leave a lasting impression. From the Tuscarawas Valley to clients around the globe, we're the experts you trust to make your brand stand out. Synergy Sign and Graphics, crafting a visual impact that lasts.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale, as they have Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom, live at our Hartsford Quality Housing mobile studios. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors today for high school softball, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing. It's now time to take a look at our Stocker Concrete starting lineups. First, for the visiting Strasburg Lady Tigers. Leading off, number 2, Hallie Argabright. She's at shortstop. Batting second, number 5, Sophia Seacrest. She's in left field. Batting third, the catcher, number 16, Liv Spidell. Number 14, Miley Reifenschneider bats cleanup and is in the circle today for the Lady Tigers. Batting fifth, number 7, Addie Sibla. She's at third base. Batting sixth, number 1, Maddie Whalen. She's at first base. Batting seventh, number 35, Peanut Rael Watkins. She's at second base. Batting eighth, number 32, Carity Hartline. She's in right field. Batting ninth, AJ Sundheimer. She's your designated player today. And of course, in center field, Millie Richards. She will not be hitting, but she is playing defense for the Tigers. Again, Argabright, Seacrest, Spidell, Reifenschneider, Sibla, Whalen, Watkins, Hartline, and Sundheimer, your starting lineups for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. And now take a look at the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Number 10, Brooklyn Kelly. She's at shortstop leading off. Batting second, number 2, Ava Williams. She's in center field. Batting third in the circle today, Maddie Kelly, number 14. Number 12, Delilah Williams. She's behind the plate catching and in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth, number 6, Jenica Frutig. She's at third base. Batting sixth, number 15, Emma Karn. She's your designated player. Batting seventh, Ariana Spano. She's in left field and wears number 3. Number 5, Ashton Walker. She's at first base, batting eighth and ninth. Batting ninth, number 1, Gretchen Rowley. She's in right field. Again, Kelly Williams, Frutig, Karn, Spano, Walker, and Rowley. Your starting lineup, thanks to Stocker Concrete. The first pitch is going to be fouled off by Maddie Kelly by Hallie Argabright for strike 1.
Walker at first base almost had a play on it, but just a little bit out of her reach to make the catch in foul territory.
We'll get to the defensive starting. Maddie Kelly in the circle ahead. No balls and 1 strike. Hallie 0-1. Just inside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Look at the defensive alignment for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Ariana Spano in left, Ava Williams in center, Gretchen Rowley in right. Frutig at third, Brooklyn Kelly at short, Whitney Watkins at second, Ashton Walker at first, Delilah Williams catching, and Maddie Kelly in the circle. 1-1 pitch grounded to Frutig at third, fires on to first for out number 1.
Just a slow rolling grounder to Frutig. Good play, good throw, and good finish by Walker.
That's going to bring up number 5, Sophia Seacrest, your left fielder. She's batting .308 with a home run and 9 RBIs for the Lady Tigers. Up in the lineup from the last time I saw the Strasburg Lady Tigers, she was batting around 6th or 7th in the lineup and now batting second for the Lady Tigers. Maddie Kelly gets her sign, rocks and delivers. Just on the outside corner for strike number 1.
Last time I saw the Lady Tigers, they got lightninged out in Akron. They were supposed to play the Crimson Tornadoes of Dover in what would have been a great game.
Defending state champ against the 10-time state champions. Now the 0-1 pitch to Seacrest. Just inside for ball number 1. Runs the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Head coach Tom Spidell down the third base line in the coach's box. Encouraging his senior, Sophia Seacrest. Stay in there. 1-1 count now to Seacrest as Kelly gets her pitch and delivers. Swing and a miss by Sophia Seacrest for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Seacrest. On deck, Liv Spidell in the hole, Miley Reifenschneider. Now the 1-2 pitch from Maddie Kelly. Sophia lays off, runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bill, we get to see a lot of great pitching in our area. Obviously, the Dover pitching with the Lentz sisters. You get Maddie Kelly here. You get Miley Reifenschneider as well. Audrey Miller at Garaway. Brendan Reichman at Tusky Valley. A lot of great pitching in our area. Foul ball at the plate by Seacrest. She stays alive at 2-2.
You also get a lot of outstanding matchups that would be good in Tuscarawas County or in all the state. You talk about this game here. We were going to have Dover Strasburg last week. Over the weekend, we had Conotton Valley, New Philadelphia, and I think next week we're trying to get Tusky Valley, Dover. So all those pictures show up on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
Yes, they do. And now the 2-2 pitch from Kelly for the 3rd time. Change up in off the turf, runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Sophia Seacrest, the left fielder. Just underway here in Bowerston. No score between Conotton Valley and Strasburg. Liv Spidell on deck. Miley Reifenschneider in the hole for the Lady Tigers. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and driven out to center field. Williams backs on it, calls it, and has it for out number 2 here in the top of the 1st inning.
You mentioned Seacrest moving up in the lineup, batting .325, but you saw her patience there too at the plate.
So Liv Spidell checks in, number 16. She's batting .574, 7 home runs, 23 RBIs for the senior captain for the Lady Tigers. It feels like
Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio, defend the potential and become a Big today.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. At Sarchone.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Bottom of the 1st, no score between Strasburg and Conotton. Live in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors, all spring long. Mark Roofing. The first 3 to hit for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets here in the bottom of the 1st. Going to be Brooklyn Kelly, Ava Williams, and Maddie Kelly. And if we get farther than that, Delilah Williams, Jenica Frutig, Emma Carnes, Ariana Spano, Ashton Walker, and Gretchen Rowley in that order for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. On defense, Sophia Seacrest in left, Millie Richards in center, Carity Hartline in right. At third, Addie Sibla. Shortstop is Hallie Argabright. At second, Rael Watkins. And at first, Maddie Whalen. Behind the plate, number 16, Liv Spidell. And in the circle, number 14, Miley Reifenschneider comes into the game 11-2 with a 1.83 ERA, 102 strikeouts, and only 27 walks on the season for the senior captain for the Lady Tigers. 3 captains here for the Tigers, with Reifenschneider, Spidell, and, of course, Ella Gilkerson. But with Ella being out, she's still a captain, but she is just obviously out for the season with that injury.
Hey, how about Whitney Watkins, the second baseman for Conotton Valley? She's not going to bat in the lineup, but she might have saved a run there if she had misplayed that diving stop. Olivia Spidell on second base. Good job for her to lay out and put that inning away.
As aggressive as Liv Spidell is running the bases, that's a good point. I think they would have scored a run there if she would have missed that ball. So Reifenschneider now set to face Brooklyn Kelly as she fouls the first pitch off for strike number 1. Gonna have a special guest coming up here in the 2nd inning. Senior captain Ella Gilkerson going to join us and talk a little softball with us and see how she's doing. Get an update straight from the patient herself, Ella Gilkerson, coming up here in the top of the 2nd inning. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate by Kelly. Runs the count now to no balls and 2 strikes.
And Ella, in that game that didn't happen against Dover, she had surgery that day, so the players were real excited to hear from her in the dugout. FaceTimed her, and she was able to give them an update. They paraded her around the stadium on FaceTime.
Fouled at the plate again by Brooklyn Kelly. Stays alive at no balls and 2 strikes. Ava Williams on deck. Maddie Kelly in the hole for the Lady Rockets.
I couldn't get through an interview with Coach Spidell without somebody running by yelling, "We love you, Ella."
Yeah, this team is Ella fans. They have play for 9 on their arms. Strike. No, he called it a little bit high. I thought he gave a strike call there, and he said high. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Brooklyn Kelly. No score here, bottom of the first inning between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. Now the 1-2 pitch, swung on and fouled at the plate again. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Reifenschneider having a really good season, 11-2, over 100 strikeouts and a 1.83 ERA.
She's a 2-year starting pitcher for the Strasburg Lady Tigers after Amelia Spidell graduated at a 4-year starter. So the Tigers have seen essentially 2 starting pitchers the last 6 years. Fouled at the plate again by Kelly. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bill, last year you got to call a majestic home run off the bat of now freshman phenom, Ohio State freshman phenom, Jenna Malton. Of course, Dover standout last year in the state championship game. Hit one about, still probably hasn't landed yet. And Miley Reifenschneider did the same thing her sophomore year, just outside for ball number 2 to Brooklyn Kelly. But we both got to call kind of majestic big home runs in state championship games, and Miley put one out of Firestone Stadium about the same spot Jenna did last year.
Reifenschneider's coming off a really good outing yesterday, just 3 innings.
Gonna be low, runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reifenschneider to Brooklyn Kelly. Ava Williams on deck. Maddie Kelly, Brooklyn's older sister, in the hole.
This is a really good at-bat by Brooklyn Kelly. Into 8 pitches, I believe.
Now the payoff. Swung on and fouled back to the behind the screen again. Brooklyn Kelly, only a sophomore. Maddie Kelly, the senior. Says something when you're pretty talented and you're a sophomore and you can play shortstop and lead off for your team. You're pretty talented.
382 average. She's hit a home run, 12 runs batted in.
Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and driven into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit, fielded by Seacrest. She fires it back in to hold Kelly to a single for the first hit of the game. Great at bat there by Brooklyn Kelly.
I believe that was the 10th pitch of that at bat, and she was down early in the count.
So Ava Williams steps in, the center fielder, wears number 2, bats from the right side. Batting .309 with 4 home runs, 13 RBIs for Ava Williams. Ava, only a junior, a bunt, fielded by Sibla, fires it on to first. Now they're going to fire it back to third to try to get Kelly. Oh, they're going to launch it. Nice job there by the center fielder. That's Millie Richards all the way in from center field to back up that play as they tried to get Kelly in a rundown. But nice job there by Ava Williams on the sacrifice. It goes 5-3 on the putout.
You can see the aggressiveness out there by the Rockets. Again, we said this infield has changed a little bit since Ella Gilkerson went down.
So Maddie Kelly steps in now, their big bat, batting .512 with 7 home runs and 23 RBIs. Swings at the high cheese and comes up empty for strike number 1.
I was mentioning Maddie Kelly's statistics over the past 2 seasons. 17 home runs and 72 RBI in 45 games.
She had a sensational junior year. Swing, line drive right to Addie Sibla. Doubles her. Great play there by Addie Sibla. Caught the line drive. Doubled off Brooklyn Kelly at second, and that ends the inning. And after 1, no score between Conotton Valley and Strasburg. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
As a parent, a high school sports season, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
Top of the second inning, no score between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom live at our Hartford Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing. For the Strasburg Lady Tigers here in the top of the second, 5, 6, and 7, Sibla, Whalen, and Watkins to go up against Maddie Kelly. The first pitch here to Ady. Sibla going to be swung on and grounded to shortstop. Shortstop picks it, fires it, and gets her at first. So one pitch, one out here in the top of the second inning. But we do have a special guest for the second inning, and senior captain, and I feel like you've been here for like 10 years. Ella Gilkerson joins us here on the broadcast. And Ella, how you feeling?
I'm doing good.
Good. How's the spirits? I know
good. Yes.
Your senior year, so
yeah.
We always say we hate injuries, and you know it's tough, but you're feeling.
Pain's somewhat gone, so that's good.
That is good. First pitch now to Whalen. She swings and misses for strike number one. Run us through the play that had happened a couple weeks ago, if you can remember. You might have blacked out and might have forgot some things, but talk to us about what happened and your feelings during the play and after. And
I had gotten a double, and it scored. I think it scored Olivia. Or Hallie, and I was on second, and I was like, the catcher's not looking at me.
Sure.
Like, she's like looking at me, but not really like looking at me. So
Sure.
I was like, okay, this next one I'm gonna steal. And again, she wasn't like really looking at me, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And then she threw it down, and I kind of like stopped, and then she like threw it down. I stopped, and then the third baseman missed the ball.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep going, and I like stopped, and as soon as it happened, I heard it crack, and I just went down and started screaming, Tommy.
Oh, man. Yeah, I talked to Coach Spidell the day that it happened, and he kind of ran me through what happened. I kind of wanted to get as that going to be flared over the third base line, going to get down the line. They're going to be a double, maybe a triple for Whalen, as she stops at second now as the one-out double by Maddie Whalen gets a runner on second base for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Going to bring in number 35, Raelle Watkins, affectionately called Peanut by the team. And so when you looked down and you felt it go, you just knew that it wasn't right, correct?
Yeah. I was in pain, but with like all the adrenaline, it kind of like didn't hit me. All of it was just like, it's my senior year, I'm done, like,
Watkins,
good, Raelle.
Raelle laid the bunt down. Nice sacrifice there. Goes 5-3 on the putout. Gets Whalen over to third base now with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Going to bring up number 32, Carity Hartline. So what was said to you by your teammates, by your coaches? Obviously, everybody was pretty shaken by what happened. But what was said to you by your teammates and kind of helped pick you up a little bit?
A lot of it was just like, we're here for you no matter what. You're still a part of this team. We love you. We'll be here for you.
Future that stands strong.
Strike one delivered to Delilah Williams from Miley Reifenschneider here in the bottom of the second inning. Joe Geckler joined by Ella Gilkerson in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. And Ella, as you see the Strasburg Lady Tigers on the field, and you got a familiar friend there behind the plate filling in for you. Talk about your seniors and your fellow senior captains and what they mean to you as friends and as teammates.
They mean everything to me. Olivia really is stepping up with everything. Like, she has bad knees, and she said, Ella, I'm doing this for you. Miley, she's going to play with
For one, nice play there by Miley Reifenschneider. Maddie at a foul ball, Bill. Okay.
She just said it didn't hit her.
Wow, so they're going to call that a foul ball, so I will have to redo that. So Jenica Frutig back in to the batter's box now. No balls and 1 strike to Frutig. It's for strike 3 and number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. So you're going to be a nurse.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome. So you can kind of return the favor. Emma Karn steps in, the designated player for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Taken away the last 4 years, obviously, besides the state championships, what's been the most memorable thing for you as a player and a student at Strasburg?
Honestly, well, mostly just going to state in 2 sports, and the bus rides to and from games are literally the best thing ever. Like, even if we lose, some games, but we're all still back there talking to each other. It's nice.
No balls and 2 strikes now to Emma Carnes, a runner on first. Now the 0-2 pitch going to be in off the dirt. Nice try there by Spidell to block it as she gets back to the fence. As the runner gets on to second, that's going to be your courtesy runner, Leah Haney, running for Delilah Williams. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. If you could give any advice to your fellow teammates going forward, what would it be?
Play for each other. There was like past years where everybody like fights with each other, but really just play for each other. Play for that younger girl that's inside of you wanting to win so deeply.
For sure. Great advice as 2-time state champion Ella Gilkerson joins us here on our Big Z Sports broadcast of Conotton Valley and Strasburg here in Bowerston. Now the 1-2 pitch going to be in off the turf for ball number 2. Nice stop there by Spidell. Makes the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So I heard your mom and dad were actually at your sister's senior day at Youngstown State.
My mom hysterically screaming and crying.
Oh, boy.
She was like, Ella's hurt. And my mom's like, oh, my God, we got to go. Yeah. And, yeah. But just, like, Rachel being there and, like, Danielle Watkins and Leah, they were all there for me. And my mom was on the phone with me the whole time. It just, like, meant so much for them, like, sure, all surrounding me. And especially Danville. Danville's players going over to, like, keep my players calm. Sure. Oh, yeah. Was so much, means so much.
Talk about that, because that was a big thing on social media about what Danville did and how they consoled your teammates and stuff. It's going to be ball 4 as Emma Carnes draws a walk on a full count pitch. Is going to bring in number 3, Ariana Spano. She's going to come in with 1 out here with a runner on first and second. But talk kind of about what Danville did for your team and with the Lady Tigers and how awesome that was for that team to do that for you.
At first I didn't know that they had gone over there, but like even whenever I was getting taken out on the gurney, I was like, they were all telling me I got this, and then I found out that they were with my players, and that just really just means a lot because I'm usually the one that's like, we're always there for each other, and I wasn't there for them. And I know like it was scary, but just like seeing those girls like comfort them, it was so nice. And like some of them reaching out to me. I had the coach reach out to me. I've had a bunch of softball teams reach out to me, which is very sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're a special athlete, and you've been around this sport for a long time. And I know this county and the area teams were kind of shaken by the news. And you know, I was actually at home that day, and I saw it on social media, and I saw I believe it was your mom's post of, oh, Ella's doing good. She's headed home from the hospital. I'm like, what? And I instantly text Tommy. I'm like, what the heck happened to Ella, you know? And talked to Tommy for a good 45 minutes about it. But I know the community, another foul ball by Spano, staying alive here. But, you know, it's great to see a community come together. Needless, a whole county and a whole area, as legend there, Amelia Spidell, comes up and says hi, and we appreciate it. As you know, there's a lot of love even from former players around here, and you played 2 years with Amelia and won 2 state titles with her. So
she was a big help with everything, because she texted me when it happened, and she's like, this happened to me, like suddenly my career was over, like you can talk to me whenever. I was like, I'm definitely going to take you up on that.
For sure. When your season or your career, like in your instance, ends just like that, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. No score between Conotton Valley and Strasburg. Joe Geckler and Ella Gilkerson in the Hartster's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Ella's joining us here and sitting in her
teammate, and especially just being there for one another. And my 4 years was just amazing. Yeah. Like, I wish I could redo them all. But
swing and a miss as Reifenschneider gets out of the inning, stranding 2 runners on the base or on the bases there after 2. But Ella, thank you so much, and we wish you nothing but the best. It's been an absolute pleasure covering you, and keep in touch, and maybe get you back for a game next year. Yes. Any coaching in the future or no?
I don't know.
All right. So Ella Gilkerson joining us here on our broadcast. We appreciate it. Good luck to you, and get well soon.
Thank you.
That's Ella Gilkerson joining us here at the end of the 2nd inning. No score between Conotton Valley and Strasburg. Back with the 3rd inning after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports with Claxon Communications.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom, live in Hartster's Quality Housing Mobile Studios as A.J. Sundheimer at the dish for the Lady Tigers. Even in the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Big thanks to Ella Gilkerson for joining us in the second inning to talk about her experience and her time with the Strasburg Lady Tigers. As Sundheimer takes strike 2 on the outside corner. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes to A.J. Sundheimer. Great to catch up with Ella and talk to her about her experience and wish her all the best as she's a class act and her family's amazing for the Strasburg community. Now the 1-2 pitch is going to be outside and high for ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Awesome to hear from Ella. Gave me a chance, though, to really appreciate this game that we're watching. Both teams with 2 really solid hits. Fundamentally sound, a couple of sacrifices for both teams. A couple of outstanding defensive plays on both sides.
Now the 2-2 pitch to Sundheimer. Swung on and slapped. Ooh, that little one better watch out over there. That about got him. And that was slapped down the third base line and foul and over top of the dugout. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A lot of batters fighting through difficult counts, and I don't think they're swinging at any bad pitches.
Hallie Argerbright on deck for the Lady Tigers. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off again by Sundheimer. A.J. Grimace is there. She wanted that pitch and just couldn't get a piece of it. Well, she did get a piece of it. Couldn't get enough of it to get a base hit. As the third baseman, Jenica Frudig, in shallow. As Sundheimer likes to get that running start out of the box. And now the 2-2 pitch again from Maddie Kelly. Swung on in. Shot down the third base line and right in between the legs of head coach Tom Spidell. His girls could probably get on him a little bit there. Get your glove down there, coach.
I mean, you know, at a certain age, we don't get down to make those kind of stops.
Amen to that, brother. I hear you there. I would have done the same exact thing. In fact, I'd have probably jumped out of the way. Now the 2-2 pitch again to Sundheimer. Change up in off the turf. Great eye there by Sundheimer. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hallie Argerbright on deck. Sophia Seacrest in the hole for the Lady Tigers. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off again to the screen. Count stays full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We got an 8-count at-bat, 8-pitch count at-bat right now for Sundheimer. And you can see the strategy. She wants to slap it to third base and get a head start to first.
So Frudig backs up even with the bag now. AJ digs in. Kelly gets her sign, rocks and fires the payoff pitch. Just outside, ball 4 as Sundheimer works the walk as Maddie Kelly tried to get her to go after one on the outside corner, and it just drifted too far outside for the walk. Going to take us back to the top of the order in Hallie Argerbright. She is 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to Frudig at third, her first time up. Argerbright came into the game batting .404 on the season. Now the first pitch. Going to be high for ball number 1. Big thanks to Willendale Golf Cart Sales for stepping in and jumping on our game here today. Go check out Willendale Golf Cart Sales in Strasburg for all your golf cart needs. The 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled off. Now 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just to remind everybody what's on the line here. Conotton Valley could hand Strasburg their first loss in conference this season in this game. That would virtually put them at a tie for first place in the IVC North.
Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Runs the count now at a 1-2 strikes to Hallie Argabright.
Rockets have a shot at an OVAC championship on Saturday after winning yesterday.
So now the 1-2 pitch from Kelly to Argabright. Going to be high for ball number 2. Conotton Valley does play dual conferences, the OVAC and the IVC.
Fighting in West Virginia for that OVAC title.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd inning.
2 strikeouts for Maddie Kelly now.
It's going to bring in number 5, Sophia Seacrest. She flew out to the center fielder Williams her first time up. Came into the game batting .308 with a home run and 9 RBIs. Seacrest fouls one off. Now no balls and 1 strike to Seacrest. Liv Spidell on deck for the Lady Tigers.
Seacrest and Spidell among the players that you've gotten familiar with first in a state championship basketball season.
Yep, got to go all the way to Dayton with them to watch them win the state championship. And now the 0-1 pitch to Seacrest. Swung on and driven out to right field. The right fielder coming on, and she has it for out number 2 as she flies out to the right fielder. Gretchen Rowley for out number 2 brings on the catcher, Liv Spinell. But getting back to Seacrest, that girl can play some defense on the basketball court, and I saw her in a regional championship game shut down a girl that was a foot taller than her. I bet the girl that she was guarding was measured at 6'1", 6'2", and Seacrest comes in at 5'3", and Seacrest held her to 0 points, Bill, and she averaged 24 points a game. So she can play some defense on the basketball court as Liv Spidell checks in. Takes the first pitch for strike number 1.
I like to talk about Olivia Spidell's basketball skills, too, setting a record for assists in a season for the Tigers.
She is one of those most unselfish basketball players as a point guard you could watch. She loves to dish out the assist. She loved to play defense, so she takes one high there. 1-1 strike, but Liv Spidell, she kind of reminded me, and I said this during a broadcast during the run to Dayton, she kind of reminded me back in our day, you'll remember this guy, Mateen Cleaves, that played for Michigan State.
Yeah.
And just methodical or passing and playing defense as she takes another one high for ball number 2. But she kind of reminded, she's not the quickest and she's not the fastest, but she's very methodical and made the right pass almost every time. And, she didn't put a lot of points on the board, but she got her assists. She got her teammates in position to make baskets, and that's kind of why she reminded me a little bit of Mateen Cleaves.
I can think of another comparison. I'll tell you after the pitch.
Now the 2-1. Going to be inside. He calls it inside corner for strike number 2. That looked a little high at the shoulders maybe. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Liv Spidell. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Mateen Cleaves and Olivia Spidell might be the players who smile the most during basketball games.
I would agree with that too. Now the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Spidell goes down looking, and after 2.5, no score between Conotton Valley and Strasburg. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom, live in our Hartford's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Big thanks to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing as Big Z Sports presenting sponsors for the spring sports, whether it be softball, baseball, track and field. Our sponsors get it done for Big Z Sports, football season, basketball season, and the spring sports season as well, winter, fall, and spring. For Big Z Sports. 9-1-2 for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Gretchen Rowley, Brooklyn Kelly, Ava Williams, your first three up to face the senior, Miley Reifenschneider, high for ball number one.
Reifenschneider got all three outs last inning by the strikeout. So 3 strikeouts in the game.
Reifenschneider pitched well the first matchup, only giving up 1 run. Swing and a miss by Rowley. Runs the count even now at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just really looking forward to watching her finish the rest of that game against Dover. They only played an inning. Dover advanced a runner to third, but she struck out the number 3 and number 4 batter in that Dover lineup.
Just a little high to Rowley for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Miley's come a long way in the circle for the Lady Tigers. Does a nice job. She's added a changeup that's really effective. She's put a lot of movement on her pitch as well. Swing and a miss. Runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tigers got a conference win yesterday, 16-0 over East Canton. She pitched the first 3 innings, struck out 7, no runs, no hits.
Now the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back by Rowley. Rowley came into the game batting .263 with 3 RBIs and 5 runs scored. Rowley, a senior for the Lady Rockets. You hear Coach Spidell in the background throwing out numbers. Reifenschneider rocks and delivers. Swing and a foul ball again. Just got a piece of it, did Rowley there at the plate to stay alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A lot of these Rockets fouling off pitches, staying alive when they're behind in the count. Seen a 10-pitch at-bat, a 9-pitch at-bat.
Now the 2-2 pitch again. Swung on and grounded to first. Nice play there by Maddie Whalen. Fields it, steps on first for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Every out we see today, it seems these infielders, outfielders, very calm. They just field the ball like they're supposed to and make the play that they're supposed to. See that in the outfield and the infield on both sides.
Now the sophomore shortstop, number 10, Brooklyn Kelly, steps in. She's 1 for 1 on the day. Lined a single into left field her first time. Takes a ball high there on the first pitch from Reifenschneider. She was doubled off of second base by Addie Sibla to end the first inning after Addie caught a line drive off the bat of her sister, Maddie Kelly, and doubled her off second for out number 3. That ball is going to be driven out to right center field. Millie Richards under it and makes the catch for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Another example right there. She had to move quite a distance running to her left, but she was able to make the play and made it look easy.
Millie Richards does a nice job out in center field for the Lady Tigers. Going to bring in number 2, Ava Williams, the center fielder. She had sacrificed her first time up, 5-3. Came into the game batting .309. Swings and misses on the fastball from Reifenschneider for strike 1. Balls and 2 strikes. Jeremy Ady, the first base coach for the Lady Rockets. And A.J. Sarball, the third base coach. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and out number 3 here. And after 3, no score between the Rockets and Tigers. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
At Hartford's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartzler's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom with high school softball. And for the play-by-play, here's Bill Hammerstrom. Bill?
Miley Reifenschneider steps in, pitcher versus pitcher. Hits it hard down the right field line. And it is fair. She's hustling out to second base. She's going all the way to third. And she'll stop there with a triple to lead off on the first pitch of the fourth inning. Hammered that down the right field line.
Nice hit there by Miley Reifenschneider as she touched them all the way around to third base, and they're going to get a courtesy runner in for her, Bill, and it looks like it's going to be number 77, Peyton Martin, going to be the courtesy runner now for Reifenschneider after the leadoff triple.
So Peyton Martin takes her place at third base. Ady Sibla, the junior, batting .409, 3 home runs on the season, 17 runs batted in. She has a run to bat in right there on third base. Swing and a miss, though, for strike one. Maddie Kelly, the pitcher, hasn't given up a run yet. No score, no outs in the fourth inning. There's the bunt. They try to hold the runner at third, but Reifenschneider's going to score anyway. I'm sorry, that's not Reifenschneider. 1-0 Tigers.
As Peyton Martin runs in on the sacrifice, kind of a delayed reaction there as Ady Sibla got the bunt down. It went 1-3 on the putout, but Maddie Kelly turned and looked at Peyton Martin, and Peyton turned and ran after Maddie Kelly threw it to first and got in under the tag at the plate.
Kelly thought she could hold her at third base, but Martin ran as soon as she threw it. Here's a high fly ball. Shallow center field play is made by Ava Williams out there. That is out number 2 for the Tigers.
So nice play there by the Strasburg Lady Tigers to play a little small ball, Bill, as a triple by Reifenschneider, and then Ady Sibla lays the bunt down and gets the run in. 1-0 here, top of the fourth inning with 2 outs.
Rael Watkins at the plate. Junior playing second base. She pops it up behind us and out of play. Strike one.
Rael Watkins, affectionately called Peanut by her teammates.
On cue, there's the chance for Peanut.
Yes, it is.
Maddie Kelly. 0-1 pitch. Hard hit right up the middle. That'll be a single for Watkins. And now runner on first as the right fielder, Carity Hartline, comes to the plate.
Great piece of hitting right there by Peanut as she takes the pitch right back where it came from. A line drive up the middle for the single to center field. Again, Carity Hartline now steps in for the Lady Tigers.
2 outs in the fourth inning. Tigers scored 1 run this inning. They have a 1-0 lead. She grounds it up the middle to the shortstop, and Brooklyn Kelly makes the play at second base. Out number 3, but the damage is done. Tigers lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning here on Big Z Sports.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait, start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetosucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
Back here in the battle for the IVC North, the Strasburg Tigers now lead the Conotton Valley Rockets 1-0, bottom of the fourth inning. Pitcher Madison Kelly, the senior, looking to get that run back here against Miley Reifenschneider.
The senior. A lot of familiarities with these two teams as she fouls that one back and out of play, but they're both senior pitchers. Both bat. Well, Maddie bats in the 3 spot, Miley's in the 4 spot, but they're both wearing number 14 as well. A lot of similarities between these two, and they've been playing against each other for years.
Kelly batting over 500 on the season. 7 home runs, hit into a double play in the first inning. There's a high fly ball to left center field.
It's gone.
And it is out of here. Home run for Madison Kelly. So she makes up the run and ties it up here. We're tied at 1. Rockets and Tigers.
That was absolutely blasted out of here by Maddie Kelly, left center field, and got almost all the way to the bus out there, the Strasburg bus, and that got up in the wind, and it got pushed out of here for the home run number 8 on the season for Maddie Kelly.
8 home runs, 24 runs batted in, and it's 1-1 on a single swing of the bat by the pitcher, Madison Kelly. And now Delilah Williams steps in, batting .434 on the season. She has 3 home runs, facing Reifenschneider. Pops it up behind us again. 0-1 the count. Nobody out, bottom of the 4th inning.
That was an absolute bomb out of here, Bill, as Maddie Kelly put a charge into that one and said, give me that run back that the Tigers just scored in the last half inning.
A little discussion about the ball they're going to use out there. Ed Marsh takes a ball from the umpire, and they get him a new one. So we're tied at 1 here, bottom of the 4th inning. Miley Reifenschneider is the pitcher. He's given up just that 1 run on the home run by Madison Kelly. At the plate, she hit a triple and scored the run. So it's all pitchers today with the extra bases and the run scored. Although she did get a courtesy runner out there to finish it up for her.
She did. Miley showed some wheels there on the triple, lined it down the right field line and got all the way to third on a stand-up triple.
Delilah Williams hits it in the air again in our direction. Olivia Spidell at the fence, but it's out of play. Joe Geckler almost caught a softball right there as they tried to get it up and over the backstop.
Yes, I did. Thanks for the netting there. It about caught me in the side of the head. It's all good, though.
0-2 the count to Delilah Williams. The Rockets catcher. Reifenschneider's off-speed pitch doesn't quite get to the plate. Ball 1, 1-2. Seen her use that effectively this season. Williams just almost a check swing foul ball down the right field line.
I think they call that an excuse me swing as he's trying to stay alive but didn't want to swing. It still hit the bat and went foul.
Williams had a single her first time up. And looks at strike 3. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Nice pitch there by Reifenschneider on the outside corner to get Delilah Williams looking for her 5th strikeout of the day.
She has looked good here so far. Just a good piece of hitting by Madison Kelly to get that run on the board. That pitch is high and inside to Jenica Frutig, the third baseman. She's batting .350, struck out her first time up. And Maddie wanted her off the plate. Or Miley Reifenschneider wanted her off the plate there. Pitch is high again, 2-0 the count.
If I was a batter in high school softball, some of these girls stand way up in the box like Jenica Frutig does. Her front foot's almost on the front line. I think I would be as far as I could be to give you time to swing at some of this gas that these pitchers are throwing.
Pitch called to strike 2-1, especially Reifenschneider today. She's been throwing a lot of heat. There's no way I could catch up to it standing anywhere in the batter's box.
I was out in the pregame just standing next to Liv Spidell as she was warming up a little bit. Reifenschneider, it kind of is intimidating.
Pitch is fouled. Stays alive. 2-2 the count.
Emma Carnes on deck for the Lady Rockets. Ariana Spano in the hole if the Rockets can get to her. 1-1 here, bottom of the 4th inning.
Reifenschneider looks at the details on her wrist. Pitch is hit in the air right back to Reifenschneider. That's out number 2. Looks like a quarterback out there in the NFL with the all the pitch calls on her sleeve right there.
Yeah, she has the quarterback wristband on her left arm as head coach Tommy Spidell calls out the plays on the wristband.
This is Emma Carnes, a freshman, the designated player today. She fouls it to her third base coach.
Nice play down there by A.J. Sarball, the third base coach for the Conotton Valley Rockets.
He's young enough to get down a little bit there and make a play.
Yes, he's a little younger than we are, Bill, for sure.
Reifenschneider bounces that one to Olivia Spidell, the catcher.
Tried to throw the off-speed pitch there, and it kind of got away from her a little bit.
No harm done. Nobody's on base. I guess that's the time to uncork that one.
Try to get the batter out in front of it.
2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. It's tied at 1 after this inning's home run by Madison Kelly. There's a swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. Reifenschneider with 5 strikeouts, looking for number 6 to end this inning. Carnes the batter.
Ooh.
And she gets hit by the pitch. She'll take her base. Right. Kind of a almost check swing. Nobody making the argument that it hit the end of the bat in her hand.
Yeah, I think that got her pretty square in the left upper arm area for the hit by pitch. On a cold day, that would not have felt good, but it's a nice 70, 72 degrees here today.
Ariana Sprang now.
Ariana Spano takes one.
Spano.
Yep, takes one on the outside corner for strike number 1.
Runner on first base is Emma Carnes. Spano looks at a pitch high. 1-1 the count.
Dad always picking up after his daughter there as Liv Spidell tosses the sunglasses away, and Dad runs out and grabs them here right in front of us and cleaning up after his daughter still, right?
Spidell shrugged. She looked over here and shrugged.
Swing and a miss.
1-2 the count. Reifenschneider, the pitcher, Spano, the batter. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning.
Ashton Walker on deck for the Lady Rockets.
Swing and a miss. Strike out number 6 for Reifenschneider. We head to the 5th inning. Score tied at 1 here on Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling their residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
Maddie Kelly facing A.J. Sundheimer now in the top of the 5th inning. Sundheimer fouls it back for strike number 1, Bill Hammerstrom. Alongside Joe Geckler here on Big Z Sports for our continuing coverage of high school softball. Rockets and Tigers tied at 1. Tigers undefeated in the IVC North, Conotton Valley with 1 loss. Strike 2 from Maddie Kelly. That 1 loss was to these Tigers 4-1 2 weeks ago today.
Big thanks to Synergy Signs and Graphics for stepping in today and joining our broadcast as an added sponsor for high school sports here today.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Kelly picks up her 4th strikeout of the game. That brings us back to the top of the order. Kelly Argerbright, the freshman shortstop, struck out and grounded out her first 2 times up. Pitch is low for ball 1. Kelly, the pitcher again, came into the game 6-3, a 1.45 ERA. Now up to 107 strikeouts this season. There's a ground ball right back up the middle. That'll be a base hit for Argerbright. 1-out single. Get the Tigers started here in the 5th inning.
That's going to bring in number 5, the senior Sophia Seacrest. She is 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out to center field and a fly out to right field for the senior Seacrest.
325 average this season.
Liv Spidell on deck for the Lady Tigers. Reifenschneider in the hole if they can get to her.
1 out. Spidell has a hard hit double in this game. Fouled out of play, strike 1.
Seacrest was the IVC North Player of the Year in the basketball season for the Lady Tigers. East District Player of the Year as well in Division 7. Very talented basketball player for the Lady Tigers. State champion as well.
Looks at a pitch low, 1-1. The Tigers have 5 hits in this game. The biggest, the triple in the 4th inning by pitcher Miley Reifenschneider. Eventually led to the first run of the game on a sacrifice bunt by Addie Sibla. Kelly with the other run in the game, a solo home run to answer that in the bottom of the 4th. Seacrest looks at another pitch low, 2-1. Argerbright is on first base. Spidell and Reifenschneider on deck.
Delilah Williams doing a nice job behind the plate, keeping that ball in front of her. Argerbright will take off at any time that she can get an extra base.
That pitch is high, 3-1 count. Argerbright with 8 stolen bases on the season, and Seacrest, too, has stolen 8 bases. So if those two get on base, there's a lot of speed out there. Seekers takes for a strike. Now a full count from Maddie Kelly. And again, Spidell with a .574 average on deck. Grounds it down the third base line. It's going to bounce foul on, I think, the third bounce. Otherwise, she was speeding her way to first base.
That had some English on it, Bill, as it bounced and then took a left-handed turn and went foul at the last second off the bat of Seacrest. And if the first baseman, Frutig, would have fielded that, I don't know if she would have got Seacrest at first base.
Full count once again. Kelly to deliver. Strike, 3 called. Ball is thrown into center field, but with the stolen base is Argabright.
Well, that pitch looked a little bit low there, but strike 3 nonetheless, as Argabright was able to steal second. But I think it kind of caught everybody off guard that was called a strike. But Argabright on second now brings in Liv Spidell.
5 strikeouts for Maddie Kelly, but now she faces Spidell with first base open and Argabright on first. That's a ball. Pretty close pitch there as well.
Pretty similar to the strike 3 call just a moment ago to Sophia Seacrest.
Want to know the count to Spidell. Kelly pitches. Spidell hits it foul. That's going to go out of play along the left side of the infield. 1-1 the count. Spidell, 7 home runs this season. 29 RBI to lead the team. Called a ball, and stealing third base is Argabright. Now she's up to 10 stolen bases this season.
2 here in this half inning for Argabright, second and third. So the go-ahead run now just 60 feet away. If Spidell can get one through the infield, get a base hit, would knock in the go-ahead run.
2-1 the count.
Good to see head coach for the girls basketball team for the Strasburg Lady Tigers, Tyler Bates, down the third base line down there by our Big Z Sports banner. Good to see Coach Bates here supporting some of his girls and the Lady Tigers.
Maddie Kelly pitches high. It's a 3-1 count to Spidell.
Miley Reifenschneider, the big bat on deck for the Lady Tigers. I know they're hoping to get to her here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. They're going to put Spidell on automatically, and that's going to bring Reifenschneider to the plate.
Yeah, Spidell batting .574 on the season.
They're putting her on too.
I was almost going to say maybe they want to walk both of these batters.
And now Addie Sibla going to try to make them pay here. The junior Addie Sibla steps in.
She has the only RBI today with the sacrifice bunt.
And number 77, Peyton Martin, going to come in and run for Miley Reifenschneider at first base. But Addie Sibla has a chance here to put some runs on the board for the Lady Tigers if she can get a hit here with 2 outs.
Little conference on the mound there with Maddie Kelly. Rockets do have a couple of other pitchers. Brooklyn Kelly has pitched 5 innings this season, and Ava Williams got the win yesterday in their 6-0 victory. She's 2-3 with a 2.5 ERA, but Maddie Kelly's going to finish this inning out against Addie Sibla.
Addie with an RBI her last time up.
Bases loaded here in the 5th inning. She looks at strike 1.
Nice take there by Addie.
Got a 1-out single from Argabright. She's on third base now after stealing second and third, and mostly intentional walks to Olivia Spidell and then Reifenschneider. Strike 2 called, and now it's 0-2. Maddie Kelly ahead in the count. Addie Sibla, again, batting over .400 on the season, drove in a run her last time up with a bunt, grounded to shortstop in the 1st inning. Kelly wants strikeout number 6. They call that one high. Disagreement from the Conotton Valley side and the dugout.
I think it was a little inside as well, as Sibla kind of bailed out a little bit as it came inside and high on her, and I think the home plate umpire kind of saw that and said, nope, that's going to be a ball inside.
1-2, Kelly pitching to Sibla. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 6 for Maddie Kelly, and she gets out of a jam. We are still tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning on Big Z Sports.
The T-County Boxing Academy is excited to announce the return of their youth boxing for 2026. Registration is now open for interested boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Classes will run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. T-County Boxing gives you the option of paying for the classes monthly or per visit, whichever works best for you. To learn more about youth training and all that the T-County Boxing Academy offers, find them on Facebook. The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Bill Hammerstrom, Joe Geckler back here as Conotton Valley comes to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Score tied at 1 apiece. Joe, we were talking about the similarities between the pitchers, both number 14s. Now they're both up to 6 strikeouts in this game.
They are. They're matching each other pitch for pitch here today, and Maddie Kelly and Miley Reifenschneider both get the best of each other. Reifenschneider with a triple. Maddie Kelly with a bomb out of here to left center field for the only run for the Rockets. And Reifenschneider's triple led to the only run for the Lady Tigers, so the 14s are saying, hey, what you can do, I can do better.
This is their game today. This is the 8 and 9 batters coming up for the Rockets. Ashton Walker, the first baseman, a senior, struck out her first time up, steps in against Miley Reifenschneider. Again, 6 strikeouts in this game. Given up, I believe, 3 hits, one of them a home run. Nice job fielding that ball by Reifenschneider. She throws out Walker, and that's out number 1 on 1 pitch.
1 pitch and 1 out. Great play there by Reifenschneider as a hard comebacker to the circle. She fields her position and fires on to first base. It gets to Ashton Walker here for out number 1.
Gretchen Rowley now up to the plate. Grounded out her first time up, but a really good at-bat. She saw 7 pitches. Looks at ball number 1. See the way these two teams play defense. It seems like they've done it before, and I bet they've done it hundreds of times with the amount of games that these girls play, not just in high school, but throughout their careers, especially in the youth programs in these Tuscarawas County communities. Strike 1 called, 1-1.
With Conotton Valley's surgence over the last several years in the softball realm, they have definitely played a lot against the Strasburg Tigers. They're both in the East District and both in the same division.
Another put out for Miley Reifenschneider. That's 2 batters, 2 outs. But we're back to the top of the order now for the Rockets, Brooklyn Kelly.
You're looking to the top of the 6th inning for the Strasburg Lady Tigers, 6, 7, and 8 with Waylon, Watkins, and Hartline. The first 3 up due for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th inning.
Brooklyn Kelly led off the game with the single in a 10-pitch at-bat. 1 for 2 today. 0-1 the count to start here against Reifenschneider. Little high, 1-1 the count.
Ava Williams on deck for the Lady Rockets.
And it's Olivia Spidell catching for the Tigers. Stepped into that role when Ella Gilkerson went down. We were happy to have her on our broadcast earlier. That's a called strike. 1-2 the count. you're just tuning in on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, after the game, go back to the second inning. You can hear what Ella Gilkerson has to say.
Great to catch up with Ella, and she spent some time with us. Spent the whole inning with us. It was nice to catch up with her.
Strike three. 3 down. We head to the 6th inning here. Score still tied at 1 between the Tigers and the Rockets here on Big Z Sports.
It's never too late to move forward, and Buckeye Career Center Adult Education is here to help. Our Aspire program supports adults building reading, math, and language skills, preparing for the high school equivalency test, or learning English as a second language. Classes are offered in New Philadelphia, Dover, and Berlin, or enroll in the Adult Diploma program, free for Ohioans 18 and older without a high school diploma. Gain industry-recognized credentials and a high school diploma at the same time. Start today at Buckeye Career Center. Visit buckeyecareercenter.org to learn more.
Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge design meets timeless craftsmanship. For 20 years, we've been creating award-winning signs that grab attention and leave a lasting impression. From the Tuscarawas Valley to clients around the globe, we're the experts you trust to make your brand stand out. Synergy Sign and Graphics, crafting a visual impact that lasts.
Bill Hammerstrom, Joe Geckler back here as the score is tied at 1 as we head to the 6th inning. Back to Joe Geckler for play-by-play.
Thank you, sir. Maddie Whalen steps in. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a double. First pitch from Kelly, a changeup for strike number 1. 1-1, top of the 6th inning between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom, and the Hartster's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Now the 0-1, swung on and fouled off by Whalen. Now the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Maddie Whalen, again, 1 for 2 on the day, a double down the left field line. Her first time up, stranded at third, and she flew out to center field. Her second time up, came into the game batting .480 with a home run and 12 RBIs. Now the 1-2, swung on and fouled off again. Make that the 0-2 pitch. Still count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Rael Watkins on deck. Carity Hartline in the hole for the Lady Tigers. 1-1, top of the 6th inning.
Really well-played game, too. We've seen quality plays all around.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and driven out to left center field. That's going to be a base hit, the second of the day for Maddie Whalen. Now she's going to take off for second base as the left fielder had problem with it, getting a handle on it, and she advances on the error by the left fielder, so I'll give her a single and an error on the left fielder. Great heads-up base running there by Maddie Whalen.
Yeah, I was saying we've seen it all. You know, we've seen outstanding defensive plays. We've seen pitchers pitch out of tough situations and big hits. It's one of those games where you say the first team to make a mistake might lose it. You had an error right there on that play. Runner in scoring position for the Tigers.
Now the first pitch to the batter. Frudig fields it, fires on to first base, but Whalen moves up to third as Watkins grounded out to third for 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Now with Maddie Whalen on third. Let's see what the 2 umpires call here. Strasburg said that she pulled her foot. It wasn't close. Now the officials are talking about it. The umpires talking to each other down the third base line. And they did rule her out at first base. They got together. They talked about it and said, hey, nope, she was out. And that's the umpire's call as Carity Hartline going to step in now with a runner on third in a 1-1 game between Conotton Valley and Strasburg here, top of the 6th inning in Bowerston.
You could always play you make the call and look back at the replay.
Absolutely. I didn't see it. I don't know what they were talking about, but maybe I'll go back and watch after our game and see what the fuss was about. Hartline steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. Swung on and fouled at the plate. No balls and 1 strike. A.J. Sundheimer on deck for the Lady Tigers with the runner on third with 1 out. As Maddie Whalen singled into left field, advanced on an error by the left fielder all the way to second. Change up out in front was Hartline. Now in the hole at no balls and 2 strikes. Nice off-speed pitch there by Maddie Kelly.
With Watkins at bat, you almost get the equivalent of a sacrifice bunt. She advanced the runner to third.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning.
And again, you see a pitcher in Maddie Kelly pitching out of another tough situation here. Runner on third base. 1 out, gets the strikeout.
A.J. Sundheimer steps in. She walked and struck out. 1 of 7 strikeouts for Maddie Kelly on the day. Swung on and fouled off does Sundheimer. No balls and 1 strike.
She's fouled off about 5 pitches in her 3 at-bats so far.
You're looking to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're going to have 2, 3, and 4 for the Lady Rockets. Now the 0-1. Fouled off again, makes the count, no balls and 2 strikes to A.J. Sundheimer. Came into the game batting .219 with 8 RBIs and 7 runs scored. She walked her first time up and struck out her second time. Now in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. And now the 0-2 pitch from Kelly. Just outside for ball number 1. Runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Again, great job so far here by Kelly. You get a runner on second with nobody out against the Tigers. Not many teams will get out of that situation.
And now the 1-2 pitch from Kelly to Sundheimer. Swung on and fouled off to stay alive is A.J. Sundheimer, your designated player today. Batting for the center fielder, Millie Richards. This could be a preview of the East District Championship game coming up here in a few weeks.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Bottom of the 6th inning here in Bowerston. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom, live in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Tied at 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the Rockets as Ava Williams swings and misses at the first offering from Miley Reifenschneider. Ava Williams, Maddie Kelly, Delilah Williams, Kelly Williams for the Rockets here in the bottom of the 6th inning, tied at 1. As Williams tries to bunt it and fouls it off at no balls and 2 strikes now to Ava Williams.
You get 2, 3, 4 to start off this half of the inning. Then the next half of the inning, Strasburg gets to go back to the top of their lineup. So over the next 2 half innings, you're going to see what you paid for.
Absolutely.
You didn't pay for it, but you would.
Oh, yeah. Our sponsors have paid for it. That's what they wanted to see, the best of the best. As the ball is going to be fouled off, the count remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Top of the order, as Bill mentioned, coming up in the top of the 7th inning for the Tigers, Argabright, Seacrest, and Spidell. And I know they would love to get to number 14, Reifenschneider, if they can, in the top of the 7th inning. But they got to play defense and pitch it and catch it here. Foul ball by Ava Williams. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Maddie Kelly on deck, who homered her last time up. The ball still hasn't landed. I believe it's out halfway to Caddis.
It's better than going through the window of the Strasburg bus out there in left center field.
That would be a great point there, Bill. Now the 0-2 pitch to Ava Williams. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That is 8 strikeouts now for Miley Reifenschneider and 8 strikeouts for Maddie Kelly.
Now we have a trip to the mound as Tom Spidell going to talk to his pitcher, Miley Reifenschneider. We're going to take a quick timeout, back in 30 seconds with Big Z Sports.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarshonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Welcome back to Bowerson as the first pitch to Maddie Kelly, lying down the third base line and foul for strike number 1 as Reifenschneider fires in a fastball and Kelly turns on it, just foul. Hits the batting cage down the left field line and out of play. So the count, no balls and 1 strike to Maddie Kelly, the opposing pitcher tonight for Miley Reifenschneider and the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Now the 0-1 delivery. Changeup high and away for ball number 1.
You almost wonder if Tom Spidell went out there and asked Miley Reifenschneider if she wanted to pitch to Madison Kelly here. She hit a home run earlier. And she probably said yes.
I wonder if it's going to be an unintentional, intentional walk as Kelly fouls one off to the screen. Now in the hole at 1 ball and 2 strikes as Liv Spidell retrieves the ball from the screen. Like you said, Bill, I wonder if Coach Spidell said, hey, Miley, what do you want to do? Do you want to walk her? Do you want to go at her? And knowing the demeanor of Miley Reifenschneider, she says, I'm going right at her. Now the 1-2 pitch to Maddie Kelly from Miley Reifenschneider. Swung on and popped up down the right field line and just out of play. The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, with the competitiveness on both sides now, I mean, I'm sure Strasburg wants to show that, they're the 10-time champions, and anybody who wants to stand up to them, they'll take them on.
Maddie Kelly steps up in the box, her front foot very close to that front line in the batter's box. Now Reifenschneider gets her sign, the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and fouled off again by Maddie Kelly. Stays alive. Bottom of the 6th inning, tied at 1 between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom live in our Hartshorse Quality Housing mobile studios. Big thanks to all of our sponsors all spring long. And, of course, the Claxon Communications crew today of Abby Jones and Bryce Hains making us look good and sound good, Bill. And if we didn't have them, I don't think anybody would listen to us. We wouldn't sound or look as good. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled off down the third base line again as Kelly stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I hope the fans were a little faster that time. Her last foul ball in that territory hit a spectator in the leg. She's okay. I mean, she's laughing about it, but you got to be able to move down that left field line.
We're going to be that close and in play, so to speak, as the foul ball would come down. We got a net over top of us or a canopy over us. If the ball were to just clear the fence, I think we'd be all right. Reifenschneider now looks down, gets her sign, and delivers the 1-2. Just high for ball number 2 now. Runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
7 pitches this at-bat for Madison Kelly.
Making Reifenschneider work in the circle for the Lady Tigers. And now the 2-2 pitch. Changeup just outside for ball number 3. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
All right, this is what everybody came to see right here.
Senior versus senior. Pitcher versus pitcher. And 14 versus 14. Full count, 1 out here, bottom of the 6th. High for ball 4. Maddie Kelly draws a walk from Miley Reifenschneider.
A 9-pitch at-bat for Kelly, who hit a home run earlier.
probably not a bad thing to put Kelly on. Don't let her get a chance to put one out of here like she did her last at bat. But now Delilah Williams steps up. She has a single on the day and a strikeout. Now the first delivery. Swing and a miss by Delilah Williams in the hole now at no balls and 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning here in Bowerston. 1-1, Conotton Valley and Strasburg. Division 7 regular season IVC matchup. Swung on and fouled off by Williams. Now no balls and 2 strikes.
Williams having an outstanding season, .434 batting average coming into the game. 3 dingers.
Delilah Williams, the senior, the older sister of Ava Williams. Inside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maddie Kelly still on first. They didn't have a courtesy runner for her, so the senior going to stay out there and run the bases here with 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. And now the 1-2 pitch. Just low for ball number 2. Spidell held it there for a second, hoping for the call. Couldn't get it. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Delilah Williams, the catcher. Jenica Frudig on deck for the Lady Rockets. Now the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back at the plate. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're looking forward to the top of the 7th inning, top of the order for the Tigers and Argabright, Seacrest, and Spidell. But you got to get through the bottom of the 6th before you get there. 2 balls and 2 strikes and 1 out now to Delilah Williams. Break-even pitch. Strike 3 called as Williams goes down looking for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
9th strikeout of the game for Reifenschneider.
Miley pitching a great game with 9 strikeouts, only giving up the 1 run, and that was the home run to Maddie Kelly. Now brings in number 6, Jenica Frudig. Jenica senior pops it up as Whalen calls it off and makes the catch. And after 6 innings, we remain tied as we head to the top of the 7th, top of the order for the Tigers after this with Big Z Sports.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Bill Hammerstrom, top of the 7th inning, tied at 1 between the Lady Rockets and Lady Tigers. 1, 2, and 3 for the Lady Tigers. Argabright, Seacrest, and Spidell here against Maddie Kelly in a good one. Swing and a miss by Argabright. Now in the hole at no balls and 1 strike.
Getting stressful here. You got the Nito out.
I do. I got it out. I'm getting a little stressed here. These close ball games like this kind of stress me out and get my heart rate up a little bit. I can't afford that. Now the 0-1 to Argabright. Swung on and driven out to right center field. Williams backs up, still backing, and finally makes the catch out on the warning track as Argabright put a charge into that one, but Williams able to haul it in.
And she's done that twice in this game. Covered a lot of real estate to make that put out.
That's going to bring in the senior, Sophia Seacrest.
You heard Tom Spidell in between innings say, just find a way to score a run, top of the order.
Now Seacrest steps in 0 for 3 on the day. Called it up for ball number 1. As Seacrest was able to hold off on the check swing. They appeal down to the first base umpire. He says, nope, she is okay. She did not swing. Seacrest has flown out twice and struck out. Right on the outside corner for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Liv Spidell on deck. Miley Reifenschneider in the hole for the Lady Tigers.
Nobody in the dugouts is sitting down. The players are all up against the fence on both sides.
Swung on and driven out to center field. Williams back on it again and makes the catch for out number 2 here in the top of the 7th inning.
Now, last time Spidell and Reifenschneider were up, they were both intentionally put on first base, intentional walks.
I would be surprised if they do that here. You put on the go-ahead run and the aggressive runner in Spidell. And I think Coach Jeremy Ady knows that. They took the bat out of her hand and Reifenschneider's hand, but with a runner on base, you never know. As Spidell takes the first one for strike number 1. 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. Liv Spidell, 1 for 2 on the day with a double and a walk. Hard shot down third base line. Frudick fields it and throws it, and that's going to be out number 3. And after 6.5, we head to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Are you ready for a spring home refresh? Don't miss the buy one get one free paint sale on best look interior and exterior paint at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware, happening April 28th through May 4th. Whether you're updating your bathroom or finishing your next project, a fresh coat of paint can make all the difference. Visit us at Keim to explore your color options, bring your vision to life, and save during the BOGO paint sale April 28th through May 4th at Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Rightmark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
6, 7, and 8 here in the bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 1 between the Strasburg Lady Tigers and the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Carnes, Spano, and Walker to face Miley Reifenschneider here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 run can win it here today for the Rockets. Been a heck of a softball game. Bill Hammerstrom, as the Lady Tigers got a run on the board in the 4th inning. And Maddie Kelly said, okay, well, I'll tie it back up in the bottom of the 4th inning with a home run. That's all the scoring so far. Both pitchers involved with the scoring.
The Rockets trying to do something that I don't know if they've ever done before, and that's beat Strasburg in the regular season.
It'd be actually first pitch taken by Carnes, as the Lady Rockets actually beat Strasburg twice in the regular season last year, the first 2 games of the season.
So there you go.
Yep.
Before that, they were on a significant losing streak to the Tigers.
They were, and they beat them in the East District Championship game as well, as that ball is going to be fouled down the line for strike number 2. So Conotton Valley beat Strasburg 3 times last year, 2 in the regular season and in the East District Championship game, to head off to regionals, where Conotton Valley eventually fell to Portsmouth Notre Dame, the eventual state champions. Fouled off at the plate. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes.
So there are a lot of reasons for the Tigers to want to beat the Rockets here today.
Absolutely. As again, like I said earlier, this is probably going to be a matchup in the East District Championship game. The draw is this weekend for the tournament brackets. There's going to get 2 teams out of the East District this year in Division 7. Swung on it, fouled off again. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. In previous years, there's only been 1 team, Bill, out of the East District in Division 7. And now the OHSAA says, nope, we're going to get you 2 teams out of the East District in this Division 7. And so I would imagine both teams will split off and go opposite of each other. Change up high and away for ball number 1. Another team down there in that East District Division 7 might have a say in things is Caldwell. Caldwell, a good team. Fouled off again by Carnes, staying alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strasburg with 6 hits on the day. Conotton Valley with 3. Both have scored only 1 run.
Carnes has seen a lot of pitches in this game. Got hit by one.
She got hit by a pitch. She walked as well, so no official at bat on the day. And got hit by another one as she gets to first base as Reifenschneider plunks her on the leg. And that gets the winning run on first base. It's going to bring in Ariana Spano. She struck out both times up here today. So winning run on first base here, bottom of the 7th inning, after Reifenschneider plunks Carnes for the 2nd time here today. Now turn and bunt does Spano. She pulls it back for ball 1. Both corners were charging hard there as Sibla from third and Whalen from first had the wheel play on as Watkins was going to cover first. And Argerbright covering second. The bunt down, fielded by Reifenschneider, fires on to first for out number 1. The sacrifice, they try to get back behind Carnes, and she gets back, but sacrifice goes 1-3. For 1 out now in the bottom of the 7th inning, going to bring in Ashton Walker. She has struck out and grounded out back to Reifenschneider.
That's really a smart play by Whalen. She almost had her there because base runner was looking to her coach for a sign, almost missed the throw to second.
So Walker now steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch right down Broadway for strike number 1. Gretchen Rowley on deck with 1 out here, bottom of the 7th inning. Winning run on second as we're tied at 1. Going to be high for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Ashton Walker, the senior for the Lady Rockets. Struck out and again bounced back to Reifenschneider in the circle. Now the 1-1. Just a little bit low for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Carnes on second base. Does not look like she's thinking about stealing third.
Don't want to make any unforced errors on the base paths with only 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Swung on and missed by Walker. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count even to Ashton Walker with Gretchen Rowley on deck. Reifenschneider gets her call, looks at her wristband, now delivers. Strike 3 called on the inside corner for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning, bringing in Gretchen Rowley.
Strikeout number 10 for Reifenschneider.
Reifenschneider has pitched a great game here today. A walk, a couple hit by pitch, 10 strikeouts on the day as Rowley steps in. First pitch to Rowley, swing and a miss for strike number 1.
Reifenschneider here in the 7th inning, still throwing the heat past the batters.
No balls and 1 strike to the senior Gretchen Rowley. Trying to get that winning run in from second base here with 2 outs. Swing and a foul ball by Rowley. Count goes now to no balls and 2 strikes. This would be a big out here if Reifenschneider could get it to end the inning, as they had a runner on first with nobody out here in the 7th after a hit by pitch. Now Reifenschneider gets her sign, looks, pauses, and delivers the 0-2. Just outside as Spidell held it there for about 2 seconds, wanting that call, and didn't get it. Now the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Spidell looks down to her wristband, as does Reifenschneider. Reifenschneider rocks back on that back leg, now delivers. Swung on and driven out to center field. It's going to drop as it's going to get down, and the winning run is going to score as a base hit by Gretchen Rowley. Flared it into center field and drops in front of Millie Richards. And Emma Carnes scores all the way from second base for the game-winning run, and the Rockets win it 2-1 here in Bowerston. And we'll be back with our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show after this with Big Z Sports.
I think she almost fainted.
I think so.
It looked like her legs went out from under her.
So we give it to Rowley.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Final score here in Bowerston, 2-1. Conotton Valley knocks off the Lady Tigers of Strasburg on a single by Gretchen Rowley that scored Emma Carnes from second base to give the Rockets the win here and split the regular season series 1-1. Joe Geckler and Bill Hammerstrom back in our Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studios in our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Bill, what a fantastic game by both teams. A pitcher's duel all the way to the end.
And during most of the game, it was the pitchers who delivered the big hits, a triple from Reifenschneider, who eventually scored, in the home run from Madison Kelly to answer right back in the bottom of the fourth inning. But how about the number 9 batter and a senior, Gretchen Rowley, the right fielder, down 1-2 in the count, just throwing that bat out there, makes just enough contact to get it over the second baseman's head and in front of the center fielder and drives in the winning run, who was hit by a pitch to reach base. That is a 2-out single by a senior against your rival, the Tigers. What an afternoon for Gretchen Rowley to have that kind of play in her senior season. I think after she got to first base and her teammates started to mob her, I think she got a little weak in the knees. I think she almost fainted there.
I think so. I think it was just an exciting moment for her. She had a lot of excitement there and got to first base and mobbed by her teammates, and great at bat there by Gretchen Rowley. She came into the game batting .263 with 3 RBIs and 5 runs scored in the 9-hole for the Lady Rockets, but she comes through big here today for her teammates and for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets as they move to 11-7 on the season. The Strasburg Lady Tigers now fall to 14-4 on the year. It's now time to announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Bill, a lot of great candidates here today. We could talk about Miley Reifenschneider from the Strasburg Lady Tigers. We could talk about Addie Sibla, who got the RBI down in the fourth inning for the Tigers, had a great defensive play as well. We could talk about Maddie Kelly, had a great game in the circle. But I think we're in agreement here talking about our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and I'll let you go ahead and announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game.
Yeah, we already talked about her, the number 9 batter, Gretchen Rowley, the right fielder, delivering the winning RBI in the rivalry game to put her team essentially even with the Tigers for a chance at the IVC North Championship this season. Gretchen Rowley is our McInturf Realty Player of the Game.
Congratulations to the senior Gretchen Rowley as she delivered for her Lady Rockets here today in the 2-1 victory over the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Big thanks to our sponsors all season long. We can't say enough about them as they do great things for Big Z Sports. And, of course, our Claxon Communications crew of Abby Jones and Bryce Hains doing the great things as they do always, making us look good and sound good here for Big Z Sports. Bill, as always, great to do a game with you. Great catching up with you. And we'll see you again real soon.
Absolutely. An outstanding game played by both teams. Just excited to be a part of it and look forward to more on Big Z Sports.
Absolutely. Again, final score here in Bowerston, Conotton Valley 2, Strasburg 1. For Bill Hammerstrom, Abby Jones, and Bryce Hains, I'm Joe Geckler saying good night, Z Country.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.